What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 stocks in this video. So please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And here's a big trade that I missed today, especially on Meta. And I talked about it in my last video that 290 will be a big level of resistance on Meta. And look at it, guys. You know, it was there. I just didn't get in, and there's a reason, because I took this call right here on Tesla. And if you look at it, 9:27, 3 minutes before opening, I said we'll be entering Tesla, and that is, trading live. And soon as the market opened, I got Tesla calls 255, and look at it. When in the money, over the money, 258, and exactly pretty much on top, completely sold out, and then Tesla dumped really hard. Now another trade that I took on Nvda, and as you can see on top, and now this thing I took profit today, and there could be more downside on Nvda. But this was a massive trade that I missed to short Meta exactly at 290. It was off by maybe 20 pennies, but this thing could have been a big trade today. But that's how you do it. Sometimes you miss something, sometimes you get in at the right time, like Tesla today, and also getting out at the right time. And if you want to get these kind of setups, definitely check out the Patreon, guys, and also give me a follow here on Twitter. And I've been posting a lot of my trades and also weekly expected moves and some charts for you guys here on my Twitter account. On Apple, stock is down 0.76%, and once again Apple stock with a new all-time high 188.05, and then we saw a pullback down to where? Exactly to the support 188, and that is holding into closing on Apple. So that is going to be key level to watch, 185. But of course below that we also have support down here at 183.79, 183, white line 20 SMA, 182, 180. Lot of support here on Apple stock until this thing actually breaks 182 and then 180. We're not going to see Apple coming down and closing this gap at 176. Now to the upside, Apple can stay above 185. Yes, we could see more upside and possibly another new all-time high, and that could be 190. On Amazon, stock is down 1.5%, and Amazon was green again today, and this thing ran all the way up to 130, and if you look at my screen, upper Bollinger Band did not allow the stock to run even higher. We saw a pullback, and now it's kind of holding blue line 5 SMA as a support, 127. So that's gonna be key level to watch. But below that we also have support on Amazon, 126, 13 SMA, and then white line 20 SMA at 125, all the way down here at 120. To the upside, Amazon can stay above 127 to 128. We're going to see that run continuing to the upside, and then watch out for 130 to even 134 on Amazon stock to close that gap on top. On Google, stock is down over 3%, but if you look at it, we got something interesting going on, and I showed it to my Patreon member early in the morning that we got a head and shoulder pattern on Google. We got a head right here, one shoulder, and then the other shoulder right here. And if that plays out, so far it looks like it's going to play out. There could be more downside on Google stock, and possibly, who knows, possibly down to this gap, 113.51. Now if you look at it right now, it's down over 3%, also getting extremely oversold, trading below lower Bollinger Band, which is sitting at 120. So if this thing tomorrow gets a bounce and gets back up above 120 and then takes out 123, it's back in business, and this run will continue to the upside. Now below 120, watch out for the strong support down here, 160.91, red line 50 SMA, and then the gap here at 113.51. Google stock needs to break 123. If not, Google will close this gap all the way down here at 113.51. On Meta, it's down 3.5%, and look at this rejection, and I talked about it before in my last video. Meta will get up to 290, and then watch out, guys. There could be a big resistance right here on Meta, and if this thing is not able to break 290, we're going to see a sell-off, and this is exactly what we got today. This thing is down about $13 from the top today, so that was a massive trade, but completely missed on Meta. I got nothing on Meta. But this thing is down now, down to the support. If you look at my screen right here, 276, 275, that would be a key level. And also now to the upside, Meta will have resistance at 283.61 and then 290. Key level of support 276 to 275 right here. White line 20 SMA, and under this white line 20 SMA, guys, and it's actually at 273.34. We could see a lot more downside, possibly all the way down here at 256.81, just like Google stock. So Meta needs to hold its support to continue this run to the upside right here in between 273 to 276. Below that, there will be more downside all the way down to 256.81 and then 248. I don't see Meta going below 248 anytime soon, but at least in the short term, there could be more downside below this support white line 20 SMA, 273.34. But also we have seen Meta coming down before like that, right here, right here, right here, and then going right back up. So watch out if the support can hold right here above this white line 20 SMA, anything between 273 to 276, that's going to be key level to watch. And if that holds, this run will continue to the upside, and in that case, watch out for the resistance to break 290. On Microsoft, it's down 1.92%, so massive sell-off here on Microsoft, and at least this one getting a decent pullback, where Apple stock still holding, not giving up anything, guys. So on Microsoft, next level of support will be down here at 322, lower Bollinger Band on this daily chart, and then the gap 316.50 to the upside. Now Microsoft needs to break right here, I would say 334, white line 20 SMA, and also orange line and blue line 5 SMA right here. So 334 to 335 needs to break where we got rejected today, and above that more upside all the way up to 338. And once we get back up above 338, Microsoft back in business, and we're going to see continuation to the upside. Until then, watch out for the support down here 322 and then the gap at 316.50. On Nvidia, stock is down close to 4%, and this is why whenever I take a trade on Nvidia or Tesla, usually I buy a lot of time, and that is why those puts are paying today on Nvidia, and I got paid, and there could be more money on the way early as tomorrow on Nvidia. And look at this move I caught on Nvidia, and I talked about it in my last video that I'll be adding even more if this thing gets up to, I would say, 450. I got in around 425. This thing got up to 440. I added more just above 430, and just holding, guys. And look at this, I talked about it in my last video also, that Nvidia, this could be a rounding top, and also looks like wants to roll over. And if that happens, Nvidia hits 400, I'll be making money on those puts. And look at it today, got paid and still holding some runners for more money. And I think early as tomorrow, Nvidia stock breaks under 405, which is holding into closing white line 20 SMA. We're going to see 400 and then the gap 395. And soon as Nvidia breaks 395, there will be more downside, possibly down to 375 right here. So there is more downside possibly here on Nvidia, but in the short term, yes, we could see a bounce, and that is why I locked in some profit on Nvidia. So tomorrow, guys, key level of support 405, 400, 395 the gap. To the upside above 405, watch out for the resistance at 412.55, 420, 425.44, and then possibly will move higher back up to a new all-time high, but that's too early to call right now. Watch out for the resistance to break right here, 13 SMA, 412, 420, 425, 44, and to the downside 405 support, white line 20 SMA, 400, and then the gap at 395.30. So on Tesla stock is down 6%, and look at that entry and the exit today on Tesla. Exactly getting out completely at 258, and then this thing took a dump off all the way down to almost 240, and look at it guys, now trading at 240, and looks like early as tomorrow Tesla could be retesting white line 20 SMA 237 and then filling this gap at 235. Now to the upside, now Tesla needs to break 252.44, and above that watch out for a move all the way up to 262, and once we get back up above 262, then we can talk about more upside. Tesla definitely getting a decent pullback, and when I say decent pullback, I mean look at this guys, from 277 down to 240. There is a decent pullback on Tesla. Now if you look at Apple, do you see a decent pullback? No, nothing. Microsoft getting a decent pullback. It's not quite there yet, but it's a pullback. It's a decent one, but not on Apple stock. So Apple needs to come down a little bit more, and Tesla definitely just trying to find a higher low, and then we could see this run continuing to the upside all the way up to 300. I still think Tesla will go up to 300. It just cooling off, and coming down and possibly finding a higher low and also a support, and that could be anywhere in this range right here in between 221.91 to 235.23. To the upside, tomorrow Tesla needs to break 252 and then 262. Downside support right here 237, and this white line will move up, so watch out for that, and then the gap at 235.23. On AMD stock is down 2.27%, and AMD was up early in the morning. I think it was up like 2.5%, and look at this rejection by this blue line 5 SMA sitting close to 112. This thing got rejected, came down, also took out the support 109, and now it's holding 107 lower Bollinger Band as a support. The next support below 107, 105, and then 100. AMD definitely on a downtrend here on this daily chart, and a breakout will only happen above, I would say, 113. And if that breaks 112 and 113, this trend line, then we could see more upside back up to 118. Until then, guys, AMD stock needs to break 109 and then 111.85, 113, and then we could see a move back up to the upside. If not, AMD stock can continue lower, and in that case, watch out for the support 105, red line 50 SMA, 100, and who knows, maybe even down to $88 at some point. But as of right now, it's getting extremely oversold, and look at this, it's been selling off for past few days. So yes, we could see a dead cat bounce, and possibly that bounce can come early as tomorrow.